Alright, now we're gonna play in the K2, which is a pretty, let's say, well armored um, Soviet tank, but it's a kind of a bully that doesn't really know how to throw punches, because the pen is pretty bad for a tier 8, especially premium one. And then you have poor gun depression, you have really average or below average aim time, and average or below average dispersion, and bad average damage per minute. So basically you have a Soviet tank which has some armor, which won't be of any help against tier 10s, and this tank also has really poor stats. So let's see if we can win in bad tanks. This is, it can work in tier 8s. If this is gonna be a tier 10, then it's a tier 9, so it won't really work unless we fire gold. And if we fire gold, it defeats the purpose of being a premium tank, so we have to see. We're gonna go with the rest of the tanks because this tank has really poor damage per minute, and if anyone tries to rush you, then you won't be able to do that. The main issue is we don't really have any kind of good pen unless we fire gold. With pen, with the premium rounds, this tank can work pretty well. That's a pretty well armored tank. Let's see if we can do anything against this guy. Destroy their track. I think this tank does pretty decently at side scraping. At least we tried to destroy the tracks. We should be able to hit this guy. Okay. The armor worked pretty well, which is a typical Russian characteristic. Russian tanks do tend to have some decent armor. Not much more than that though. As you saw, we didn't pen anything except... Well, and then you have this kind of magical things. Like, usually when you play KV2 or a stupid, slow Soviet tank, you can get some pretty good results. So, right now we're gonna try and push a little bit, see if there's anything around here. The mediums should be able to fire at us pretty well on that side. I changed a bit my mind, because I might be able to... Is this a place where we can go actually? I wanna try. No, you can't. Okay, I don't really know the maps. It's just so right now. So 4 to 1. Yeah, this is not right. Can I support this guy? I mean, are you seriously going to do that? No. Fuck. Well, this is one of the longest things to do.
I appreciate it. Acknowledged.
I don't know if the guy was sarcastic or not. No, that didn't work. guy got absolutely destroyed at this point. Yeah, but at the same time we might be able to push unless we get tracked, as you saw there. Okay. At this point I'm gonna just use my armor, hopefully, to play against this guy. Alright. Let's move on a little bit. See if we can maybe play hold down. Could be a viable option. Nope. Actually got one shot. Come on. And we actually bounced. Come on. Come on, Boras. It's perfectly safe. You can and you want to do it. I think at this point the battle is almost over, so if we want to get something, we need to be a bit more brave. So this is a terrible tank, as you saw. We had a pretty terrible game actually, except for the few bounces over there. But at the same time it's one of those tanks that can take it. It basically takes some damage, some bounces, some critical hits, doesn't die too fast, and you kind of tank for your team, which is the purpose of the World of Tanks. You tank for your team, right? You can't really hit anything with it. That's the main issue. Yeah. Let's see if we can at least get one more shot before the battle ends. And the guys are actually a bit scared of me at this point. And they bounce again. People don't really know how to pen this tank, because when you overexpose, it actually creates some pretty good good angles. And that guy's dead. There's only the Cannoneer Panzer, but I can't shoot him before the battle ends, so we salvaged it. So I think the game is above average for this tank. That's pretty strange to say, but yeah. But as you saw, we don't really have that much ammo with it, because we started dipping into the premium rounds at some point. So the bounces combined with the assistance and some damage at the end, I think it should get us top 3 in the experience department and the win, which is always good. And as you saw, the tank is so bad then we actually got the second mastery badge, right? So didn't do anything special, anything at all. Just kept my tank in positions that were difficult for the enemies to hide, to touch it, and then we got the most experience, which is absolutely incredible because we only did 1.k damage.
Like, we're going